Good evening. Welcome to Kickback with Kelly and Barbara.
Kickback. So I've got the couch. Happy Wednesday. We hope you've had a great week so far here on Get Active TV. We've got an epic lineup of guests for you today. It's all about those jokes.
It's all about those jokes because it's Wacky Wednesday. It's something that we brought over from the morning show and we really wanted to keep it because you know what? Everyone can just use a little bit of humor in their lives. I mean, it's a lot of doom and gloom in the world at the moment, so it's nice to see that we're able to bring a spark of joy. You're my spark of joy, did you know that?
Aww, she's just saying that to be nice. Sienna, her daughter, is her spark of joy. Actually, she's the spark of all our joys in life.
Okay, so let's take a little look at who we've got coming up on the show today. You said we've got a stellar lineup. Who do we have? What stars are joining us in studio today?
Well, we have Rahat Kapur. She's going to be coming in chatting. She's like Singapore's version of, what's the TV show?
I don't know.
The one who writes the love column.
I don't know. Sex and the City?
Yes, the main lady. Oh gosh, the one with the big hair. All right, that is her.
Parker?
Yes,
Carrie?
Sarah Jessica Parker. Carrie, whatever her name is. Anyway, this is Singapore's version. She's awesome. She's been here for about a year and a half now, but she's got her own dating column. She's got her day job, her evening job. We've also got Shaun Tupaz coming in with us. He's going to be taking us through a workout a little bit later on, so you can always do a quick 5-minute hit with us at the end of the show.
So I have a question for you. Have you been taking Rahat's advice from her dating column?
Well, let's just say my dating life is non-existent right now, and we will leave it at that.
Isn't everybody's? Come on, COVID has kind of killed all the dating scenes, but here we go. Let's get her to join us on set then, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on Rahat Kapur. Come and join us in studio.
Come on in, I'm gonna scoot on over.
Look at her, looking so lovely in her skirt and high heels. I haven't even dared to walk in my high heels. Like,
honey, sashay away.
Let me just push the cushion out of the way so you can see the skirt in all of its glory.
Oh, yes.
it is a lovely skirt. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys? Thank you so much for having me on.
We are good. We are good. So let's just talk a little bit about what you do then. You're a woman of many hats, aside from being a fabulous panelist and writer, PR director.
Gosh, you've got so many things going on. The comedy. So let's just take it back a little bit. When did you come to Singapore and why?
I came to Singapore in end of January, early February last year. I moved here with work, so I got a new job, moved into advertising, and then as soon as I joined advertising, I actually found an internal role not even 3 months later, being like, do you want to go into the PR side of the business? So I was like, why not? And it's been fantastic, and so I've been here nearly a year and a half now.
And how has it been? You like it?
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Like, Singapore was on my dream list of places I wanted to work, so I've ticked off a big bucket list item.
Awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about the column that you've got, Bureau's The Brunch Download. What's all that about?
Yes, so this is out of my incessant desire to give advice because my dating life is terrible. So I was like, you know, if I'm not able to do, then at least I'm able to teach. And if I'm not even able to teach, at least I'm able to give people a laugh.
And you are quite the funny woman.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There are so many great stories on that. I think Kelly's had it pretty easy her whole life. We always say, go on, what's your story?
What's
your love story?
My love story. Okay, well, my love story was essentially that we got to know each other when we were very young. We were like 15 when we first met each other, and then we stayed in touch, really good friends, and then when we were like 20-ish, then we got together back in uni. So I've missed out all of this.
Yes, so basically all of our dating woes. She knows nothing about. Like, she's never had to go through how terrible it is. So
I've never downloaded a dating app.
We all have those people in our lives that, you know, seem to have it really easy, and the rest of us are struggling on terrible dates with people not showing up on time, people running away from us, people text.
This sounds like you're talking from a lot of experience here.
I'm not saying that this is exactly what's happened to me, but this is definitely a version of exactly what's happened to me.
What do you have to say about what exactly is it like for a woman or like yourself? You know, you've got an established career, you wear so many hats, I mean, you do so many things. What is it like dating in Singapore? Or how has it been for you?
Honestly, I I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place with this question because I don't want to say it was awful because you never know who's listening. But so
Potential
far,
husband.
Correct, exactly. So if there's anybody listening who also has an established career and
would like to marry you?
And what I was going to say is possibly on the brink of leaving me a large inheritance.
Oh.
You know, but sure, but marriage will do too.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's okay. I'm willing to settle.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Whatever works.
I don't really have that high standards. Like, I'm just looking for tall, good looking, 10 out of 10, super wealthy, amazing. All of the qualities I can't bring.
And
I want
great.
my partner to balance me out. you know?
Breathing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Breathing is good.
Breathing may be just a sideline thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's starting to get to the point where like male and optional is becoming the male and optional breathing is becoming the way to go.
So the first time I ever met you was with Shaun. It was part of his stand-up comedy stuff that he was doing on the monthly, and you were fantastic. You were a massive hit. I think all the ladies in there could just relate to all these love stories and dating experiences that you brought to the table and just how real you were. But how did you get into stand-up? Was that something that you did before you moved over?
Actually, funnily enough, I got into stand-up because of Shaun. So I had done stand-up a little bit in Australia before, but not for a very long time. And then when I moved here, I was actually met Shaun in a capacity as a piece of work I was doing for a client. And Shaun sort of said to me after like 3 or 4 beers, "Oh, you seem like quite a funny person." And I was like, "No, it's the beer."
I can imagine how this conversation went down as well.
I was like to him, "I promise you it's the beer." And he said, no, I'm telling you, you seem to have some talent here. And then he was like, "You know what, my other female comedian's cancelled, so why don't you just get up on stage next week?" And I was like, this could either be the best moment of my life or the most terrifying, and luckily it worked out.
Well, you know what? I think the best thing to do right now is to possibly bring Shaun on. So we're going to pop off for a short break, but when we return, we're going to get Shaun Tupaz to come join us so that we can get you guys in the same space on TV and get you guys bantering and talking a little bit more to us here on Kickback.
That's right. Don't go anywhere.
I love how this rush gear makes me feel. Every time I put it on, I feel super powerful. My training is super intense, so I need something like this that's gonna make me feel strong and ready to go.
Hello and welcome back to Kickback with Kelly and Barbara. Kelly has popped off, but now we have Shaun Tupaz in studio with us. Thank you for joining us. Now, before we start chatting to these cool cats in studio with me, I want to just remind you that we do also have a giveaway for today. We've got a $50 voucher from Lashing. So ladies, you want to get your lashes, you want to get your brows done, they're giving away $50 vouchers. All you need to do is like and follow the Get Active TV Facebook page. Shaun,
Checking
you
what
want to
I
get
need.
your lashes done too?
I want.
Make sure to share Kickback with Kelly and Barbara and drop us a comment. We are now day 3 of phase 1. What is your favorite thing about entering phase 1? Drop us a comment. And ladies, I mean, if you want to get your lashes and brows done as well, guys, also totally fine. So, moving on to my guest, Shaun, looking real beautiful right there. Thank you for coming on. Shaun was on the first week that we did the morning show.
Okay.
How have you been since then?
Same. I
Same.
just grown out the hair, grown out the beard.
Just a
But
little.
when I heard that I was coming on the show, I got excited and I shaved. everything else but the face.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say no,
Yeah,
you didn't. So DJ, I mean, you're still doing DJ
Yep.
work in the mornings. You know, you've got your spin stuff, which has been put on hold for the moment,
Yep.
of course. But super active. I mean, the two of you just wear all these different hats when it comes to working in the media industry. It's amazing, and you guys are friends.
So far.
Is friends a bit of a loose term?
I feel like once you've gotten to know Shaun, you either have to take him for all he is
Or just not at all?
or not at all. And I think I'm just taken. So
He's worn you down.
he's worn me down. He's worn me down.
That, yeah, baby.
The only man to continuously chase me against my will.
So I want to know, like, Shaun, you are quite a busy man. How do you, I mean, we're on the topic of love and dating and all this kind of stuff. How do you manage to balance everything or put various priorities?
Google Calendar.
Google Calendar. So
Yep.
if you're dating someone, you put them into the calendar as well.
Everything has to be scheduled, man. Everything has to be, you know,
Put out there.
on a to-do note.
Real
On my
detailed.
to-do note, and also my calendar and everything like that. Yeah. Gotta be
Now, super interesting. You guys have your very own podcast,
hot chocolate.
Hot Chocolate.
Yes.
This is a pretty new project.
Yes, it sort of started out of this need for Shaun and I to just express our opinions to people unsolicited. It seems to be like a theme in my life, this whole needing to give advice against actually anyone asking for it.
This is the advice that no one asked for.
Exactly.
But sometimes that's what advice is.
I agree. I think, you know, I think the thing about Shaun and I is that one of the things we loved about each other when we met is that it felt like a really comfortable, easy friendship. So I think that's the thing that we wanted to kind of bring the energy of that friendship to the podcast and also to give representation and a voice to people that come from different backgrounds in Singapore. And obviously I've come from Australia, but I've sort of adopted Singapore as my country. Shaun is a wonderful mix of different and diverse backgrounds.
Roger.
And I think it was also to have a voice on air and to have a voice available that is representative of so many of the other people in Singapore that really also are looking for a medium to connect with.
Awesome. So how have you guys been working out the logistics of creating this podcast? Is it visual as well? Is it purely just recording vocals? Is it on Zoom? How do you work it out?
Yeah, so for now, with COVID going on, it's basically on Zoom. So we Zoom each other, and we both have our own like podcasting stations at home. We invested a lot of money into being able to talk to each other without cracking up. And yeah, we just record that and we put it out. So it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's basically on everything you can get your podcast on.
And what are some of the topics that you guys have covered so far? I mean, without giving away too much, because obviously we want y'all to go and listen to it. What are the kind of things that you guys are talking about?
So we've talked about everything from having guest stars on, you know, like Paul Foster.
Oh, you have Paul on?
Well, he's scheduled
Google
to come
Calendar,
on.
see?
There we go. There's a Kickback special for you, giving you
Nudge,
an
nudge,
exclusive.
wink, wink.
But we've had, you know, we had Hanley Ofer on, we've had Subhash Nair, who's the rapper, but we sort of like to vary it up, but it's anything that's of focus and of interest to millennials in Singapore. So we like to call ourselves a millennial-based podcast. But I think that, you know, there's nothing that we don't want to talk about. So everything from insecurities to body positivity, to just playing games of Would You Rather, where we talk about ridiculous things like who would you rather get stuck with in an elevator. And for some reason, I just happened to keep picking my exes as the answer, which Shaun was a bit worried about the current status of my relationships. But yeah, there's nothing off limits. As long as it's interesting and poignant and it's relevant to millennials, we're happy to talk about it.
And I've got to ask, like, obviously the dating game has kind of changed over the last few months. I mean, initially it wasn't so bad for us. You know, Singapore was one of the last places to go into circuit breaker mode. A lot of all the other countries were, you know, in that lockdown. You see all these like Corona love stories where they're meeting and you know, meeting someone new from in the building across because they've seen them through a window. Slightly stalkerish, I must admit.
Right.
But you know, what are your thoughts on dating in this new normal?
I mean, for me, not much has changed. I think I'm still proactively avoiding going out on Saturday night to put myself out there.
That's good.
You know,
Good to hear that.
no, I mean, I'm a bit of a Renaissance romantic, and I was actually hoping that, you know, the era of love letters would start all over again, and we would be like writing these big kind of cathartic poems to one another. But unfortunately, it just seems like people are now trying to find different ways of doing the whole, what are you doing? Are you gonna come over? Except now you can't come over, you just go on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the Zoom version of a booty call just feels even more demoralizing. So at the moment I've decided to take a break from that and focus instead on giving all of my love to Shaun and the podcast.
You were low-key hoping that Shaun wasn't going to be on this episode and we were going to bring on a beautiful other man that is available to date and set you up on this show, weren't you?
I wasn't even low-key hoping, I was high-key hoping. So.
And quick question, before we get into something a little bit more on the fun side for the two of you, Shaun, do you have any words of advice when it comes to dating and stuff like that? Words of wisdom.
Don't.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. And right now, I think the main thing that you want to think about relationship, like me and Rahat, we're very different people when it comes to like the way we approach things. That's why the podcast works very well, because we have, we love each other, but we have very different views on everything. So it's very fun to listen to that. So my relationship advice would be, don't. Just focus on yourself, be happy, and find your happiness. So once you can find your happiness, then you don't have to get other people to make you happy.
Oh, we should put that on a Pinterest board, like text words of advice. Okay, so I've got a challenge for you guys. Something a little fun. Last time Shaun was on, we did charades.
Which went well, and I won, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, okay, win is a pretty loose term. But today, we're gonna have a rap battle. So I've got like a bunch of random words here that I'm just shuffling.
Rap battle means I'm
And rap... You're missing out a gold chain, man.
I missed it. I didn't get the memo. I didn't know that. But I'm gonna.
So I'm just gonna randomly give you guys a word.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to just one or two lines of the rap, and I'm gonna have a little bit of a beatbox in the background so that, and
Oh,
no,
this
I'm not
legit.
gonna do it,
This
but
legit.
we're gonna get something good going for you. So who's gonna start first?
I think Shaun, ladies first.
Shaun should go first?
Ladies first, of course.
All right, Shaun, your
My
first.
hip-hop name is Lil Disco, by the way.
Lil Disco.
Lil Disco.
All right, Shaun, your first word is berry.
As in what? Like berry?
Like berry, like strawberry berry.
Yo. I like that strawberry in the berry store. Does that count?
Okay, we're calling it. Cool.
Yeah. Told you, rhymes all day.
And the next one, Rahat, yours is soup.
Soup, okay. I went to the berry store, bought some soup. Instead, I wish I was partying at Zook.
Oh!
Snap.
Oh,
Chicken to
just
play,
bring
chicken
it
to
up.
play, oh, yo.
Shaun, your next word is
Okay, fine.
mountain.
Oh, mountain. Here we go.
Oh.
See. They came down one time, but I went up to the mountain. Then I came down from the mountain, and then I went up again on the mountain. It was a workout. We called that cardio, mountain climbers. You know what I mean?
Okay, I don't think anyone understood that, but we can go.
I'm a rapper.
Rahat, your next word is Tinder.
Oh.
Why did she get all the easy ones?
Tinder is not an easy place, let me tell you that. Okay. Okay. I went to Tinder, looked for a bender. Instead, I found Malvinder. He was not super cool, so I'm sitting on this stool. Woo, COVID romance.
And that is it. I think you guys had a great effort there. That was better than anything I would have been able to come at. We are going to pop off for a short break, but thank you guys so much for joining us on Kickback. I think if you want to check out Rahat's column, it is the brunch download on Burrow.
Yes.
And if you want to check out Hot Chocolate Podcast, it is on iTunes,
Spotify. Or slide in our DMs.
Or just slide into our DMs at the Hot Chocolate Podcast on
especially
Instagram.
if you're cute, single, 10 out of 10, good looking, with a good inheritance, slide into her DMs.
Amy
Or
also
just
has
male
one.
and breathing. That will do too.
Yeah.
Pick any one of the two.
Anyone.
Again, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to pop off for a short break. Don't go anywhere.
I love how this rush gear makes me feel. Every time I put it on, I feel super powerful. My training is super intense, so I need something like this that's gonna make me feel strong and ready to go.
Welcome back to Kickback with Kelly and Barbara and Shaun Tupaz, who's going to be leading us through a very quick workout. So for those of you who are sat at home, get up off your seats. If you're watching this on your device, get up off your chair. And then what are we going to be doing?
So today's workout is called the Afterburn 5.
Oh dear.
All right, so it's called the Afterburn 5 because we've got 5 minutes. We're going to take 5 rounds, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. I give you all rest. Very good already.
Wow.
Okay, 20 seconds rest.
20 seconds is a long time, you know, you can, okay, anyway. So 40 seconds all full out, right? We're gonna do burpees.
Oh.
Right, but 5 different variations of burpees. Okay, this is my favorite burpee complex. Burpees are amazing because
Starting my workout now.
we build muscle and we shed fat as well, all right?
Okay,
you guys
okay.
ready?
Yes,
so your
let's do this.
first round is a normal burpee,
Okay.
1 pump, 1 jump.
Okay.
Yeah, easy peasy?
Oh, so we have to do the push-off as well?
Yeah, must do the push-up. Push-up
Okay,
is the fun
let's do
part.
this.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go, 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 go.
Go.
I'm trying to set this one. Y'all can start, but actually
Wait.
you don't need to start yet.
Are we?
If the timer is not going, I'm not doing it, y'all.
Yeah, but I'm not going how to do.
We're 15 seconds in.
Okay.
I'm
Playing Candy Crush whilst we're doing burpees.
Oh, now that you start. Okay, yeah, burpee.
Friend, I'm already like 30 seconds in.
Can, but the timer say what? We must do what? Life is full of room to make mistakes.
It's also full of rules to be broken, right? Or something like that.
Something like that. You got 20
broken.
more seconds. Easy peasy. This is your warm-up.
This is like round 1. We've got 4 more rounds to go.
You know,
It's quite easy.
knowing my luck, I'm gonna break
So-
a nail or something.
This workout you can do at home. You don't need space. You just need your body.
pace.
A friend.
Myself. I should have paced myself.
Okay, surely we've done 40 seconds at this point.
In 3.
And 2.
And
one.
Yay.
There we go.
So you got 20 seconds rest.
Okay.
Your next one is 2 pumps with a split jump. So
Demo?
burpee. Oh, now I want to add the thing. So when I do my burpees, right, I like to target my entire body. So before we go down, we're gonna activate our core.
Activate core.
Then touch your toes, go down, 2 pumps,
Oh, 2 of them.
and split jumps. Ready? Let's
Okay.
go. Activate
Oh
core.
my god.
This is the
2
thing.
pumps, come back up, split jumps.
Split jump.
Split jump. Split jump.
Activate core. 2 pumps,
I'm doing the knee push-ups.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot about that.
split jumps. Yeah!
I love the sound effects.
My favorite thing right now.
Split jumps, 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, get it.
Okay.
20 seconds.
Okay, 2 down. 3 to go.
Third round, 3 push-ups. We're doing 2 normal squats and 1 jump squat.
3 push-ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wanna
Wait,
add
what?
more things in there?
3
can add more
push-ups.
This is where Barbara's coordination issues.
Yeah.
Let your hands
Okay,
keep
ready?
moving.
Here we go. 3 push-ups.
1. Yeah. 2.
3.
Come back up. We're doing 2 squats and 1 squat jump.
1.
2.
And 1 jump. Yeah, cool.
You forgot it.
Sorry.
2 focus.
1, 2,
1.
and 1
2.
jump.
3.
Join the program.
2.
2. Okay. I'm the slow one. It's okay. Slow and steady.
Okay, done.
Okay,
Oh,
done.
we're done. Actually, the more things you add in,
It's
the less
easier.
burpees you have to do. I think that first round was the worst.
So yeah, the first one was warm up, don't count. So your next one, we're doing 2 push-ups, 2 mountain climbers, 2 plank jacks, and 2 jumping jacks.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah?
Clap hands, keep
Do,
moving.
do, 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 do.
2
Got it.
push-ups, 2 mountain climbers, let's go.
Ah!
2 push-ups,
2 push-ups.
2 mountain climbers, 1,
Oh, 1,
2
2.
plank jacks,
1, 2.
and
Back
2
in.
jumping jacks.
1, 2. Ha!
You must
Oh wait,
activate the...
I'm totally doing
2.
this all wrong.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1,
Activate the core.
2. Ha!
All comes from my jumping jacks.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Hey, jumping jack primary school. Okay, done.
Oh, wait, we're done.
Done.
And yes, counting is the only way I make sure I get the numbers right.
Last one.
Okay, last one.
This is awesome.
Last one, we get everything together.
I'm feeling a really good pump and my
Do you?
heart rate's sitting
Yeah.
at 150
So
beats
5
per
pumps.
minute.
5 pumps, mountain climbers, what's it called? Plank jacks,
Plank jacks.
jumping jacks, and squat jumps.
Hey,
Ready?
oh.
Here we go. Ah.
5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3,
Oh, it's 5.
4, 5.
Mountain
2
climbers.
mountain climbers. 2 plank jacks.
Back up. 2 jumping jacks and 1 squat jump. Ready? The louder you shut, the fun.
3. 5. Mountain climb. 1, 2.
Hey, hello friends.
You can do it.
Oh, 1, 2.
And you are done.
Oh, I still want to give you guys a high five, but I'm not gonna.
Good job.
Thank you so much for that. All our words are now gonna have spaces in between. Thank you for joining us on Kickback with Kelly and Barbara. On this Wednesday, we've got another great episode coming to you on Friday, as it is World Environment Day.
Make sure you join us then. This is Kickback with Kelly and Barbara.
Hiya!